Hello students. In my last video I had explained on the topic factors influencing working capital requirements or the factors that which affects the working capital decision. Well, I had completed with 8 points, so I'll move forward with price level changes. What is price level changes a factor talk about? See, how this price level changes is going to affect the working capital requirement of a firm like over a period of time. See, where a firm which has to pay higher prices for purchases, but firms are not willing to increase the price of the product, so considerably need more of the working capital. You can't predict upon the prices, you can't predict on the demand and supply, you can't predict on the price movement, as I said, the inflation and deflation, right? Again, the factor of price levels, there is an upward trend, downward trend, is a downturn for the firm. What is going to happen? You never know. You cannot predict on the macroeconomic factors, right? This is beyond the control of the investors, so that's the reason why this particular factor plays a vital role in terms of making the working capital requirements or the working capital decision. Whereas coming to the next point, it is a profit level. What does profit? Profit is nothing but the revenue, right? Which is made of the investment what the organization, where it is going to pour it the money into, right? So how this profit level is going to affect the working capital requirements? See, higher profit margin if you have, then what would it result in? It will result in generating more of internal funds. And what is going to happen when you have optimal profit in your hand? Definitely you can happily just run your working capital management as well, isn't it? So as I said, there shouldn't be excess, that is over funds, or they should not be the under funds also. I mean to say inadequate funds. It is something like you need to have sufficient adequate level. So if your profit level margin is high or it is adequate in nature, then definitely it can aid in generating of the more internal funds, and it would contribute more to the working capital as well. You need not get your financing in order to run your working capital. When you have a good or higher profit margin, then it would definitely yield in contributing towards the working capital. Well, the next point what we have is the tax levels. What does tax levels talk about? See, tax is something who is going to impose. It is imposed by the government, and again definitely it is going to affect the working capital of a firm, right? So if government imposes more tax on working capital requirement, then what is going to happen? If the government is imposing more tax, right, then the working capital requirements is more, and it would be vice versa, right? So it is very important that you, as an investor, or you can be the financial manager of an organization, you plan all these aspects. You think how ideally all these can be managed, how you are going to manage your working capital requirements, keeping in mind all these factors, the tax levels, the profit levels, right? Next up, you have the government regulations, where government regulations are nothing but the restrictions which is levied by the government, that which is going to obviously is going to affect the working capital requirement of the firm. So there are certain regulations and the restrictions or the set of guidelines which is given by the government, where government states that the firm has to maintain a minimum working capital. Who wants to who wants to have the ideal day-to-day operations running very smoothly. The government says that in order to achieve that, you will have to maintain minimum working capital. So the firm should not have the rights to keep an excess working capital within the company. This is what I told you while explaining the profit level point, right? It is not like I will have excess working capital, I can do something. So you have planned for the amount what you have acquired, but if it exceeds more than what you have procured or more than what you thought, you all those that excess amount will be idle. You don't know how you have to deal with that. And if you end up getting less than what you have quoted or made a plan on, what is going to happen? No proper utilization. Where are you going to utilize it, right? So it is very important that government regulations, it states that as a firm you don't have the right to keep an excess working capital. See to it. If it is manufacturing, plan according to that. Plan according to your product, what you are producing. If you're into service, plan according to that. Do you think you want more of capital, working capital over there? Absolutely no. You want, of course you want, but the more necessity is there, under the manufacturing concern. Next up, you have operating efficiency. What is operating efficiency? See, again, operating efficiency of a firm, it is going to affect the working capital requirement. See here, a firm enjoying the operating efficiency, it can eliminate the wastages, right, and the resources as well. Instead of wasting the resources, right, when you know that this is the actual number of resources I want in terms of money, material, or the machines or the equipments, you know that this is the exact standard number I want. Don't go for having excess in the organization. It will lead to wastage, right? You can sometimes exploit also, just because it is there, just for the sake of you have purchased, you will have to put into the production. No, always make sure that there is an efficiency. You are going to yield the optimum return out of that, and thereby it is going to reduce the working capital needs like considerably. When you are going to give the due importance for all these aspects, definitely it is going to reduce the working capital needs of the organization. Whereas on the other hand, which does not enjoy the operating efficiency, it has the maximum wastage, and so it needs the maximum working capital. So always a financial manager has to take care of the operating efficiency. Well, the next up, you have a volume of sales. Now, what does volume of a sales talk about? See, the volume of sales and the size of the working capital, they are directly connected or related to each other. See, the volume of sales increases, then what is going to happen? There will be the increase in the investment of working capital. As I said, when you have more the profits, more you will have to take care. When you think of growth and expansion, definitely you will have to think of both the aspects. One is the capital outlay plus the working capital outlay as well, right? The next step, you have terms of purchases. What does it talk about? See, terms of purchases, basically it states about the credit facilities which is enjoyed by a firm, or it's the creditors. Again, it is going to affect the working capital requirement. See, a firm enjoying the liberal credit facilities from its suppliers and the creditors, it will need the less working capital than a firm which does not enjoy the liberal credit facilities from its suppliers as such. So it is very important that you take care of the purchase terms, that is the credit facilities, what the firm is going to enjoy. The last one what we have is the fluctuation in supply of a raw material. See, fluctuation in the supply, it is going to affect the working capital requirements of the firm, that is for sure. See, like certain special type of raw materials, it may be available only during certain seasons, right? And then such materials, they have necessarily obtain and be stored in large quantities, that is in order to provide for periods. For example, you can see the maza, slice, everything in the market, right? So do you think that throughout the year you will have the mangoes? Of course no. During that particular season you are going to have it, you are going to find it. So what these producers are going to do, producers, they are going to procure the amount of mangoes they want throughout the year. Out of that, they will come up with the juices and all. What does it talk about? This is where the raw materials, in order to come up with the juice, what do you want? You want mangoes, isn't it? So it is something where it is not available during certain like throughout the year. You will find it only towards the certain seasons. That's the reason. And this can also cause the fluctuation in terms of supplies, and the fluctuations in the supplies, and again definitely will also cause the fluctuation in working capital requirements, right? So all these are very, very important factors that a financial manager has to keep in mind at the time of making a decision with respect to the working capital requirements.